Alright, it's Sunday. Time for another What the Fuck happenings in the YouTube atheist community. Sort of, kind of. See how it goes. So, it was an interesting night last night.
Well, wait a minute. I don't think it was that interesting. You were just saying before how, it was just kind of lame and a waste of your time.
Well, look, I wasn't saying it as some sort of statement. I was just speculating on that sort of, kind of. But anyway, yeah, Remy was in there for a little while, and I think, but he didn't say anything. I don't know. There's a whole thing with Remy. I don't get this guy at all sometimes. Trying to have this whole philosophical thing about the whole Professor Anton bullshit. I go to the trouble to make the video, and then he's like, what was that all about? Like he's confused or something.
Yeah, I don't. What is he? He doesn't get the connection between our origins. The fact that it's a consumption, reproduction machine, that we're basically desire machines. And the desire is kind of superficial and contrived. It's just there to make us run the wheel. And conceptually, this doesn't seem to get that has a consequence, a value consequence, in terms of trying to figure out what really means something in this game called life. And so, like you've made the statement, I've heard you say it, that the game is really just a game of feeling, of what you feel. I mean, whether balloons, little pink balloons make you happy, or boobs, or, I don't know, Apple Jacks with little sprinkles on them, whatever the thing is that gets you off, the only thing that matters really is the getting off part.
Yeah, it's a simple concept, and the whole desire thing. I mean, some people want to live forever. Realistically, they can't satisfy that want, so that's just kind of silly. So it's not really about what you want, it's what you need to be happy, and yeah, kind of like that. So it's a value equation. They just don't get it. So whatever, and then you got all, whatever, this whole thing about being blocked from a channel where I don't even really make many videos. I mean, it's kind of silly, isn't it? I mean, somebody blocked me from a channel that makes a video, a relevant video, once a month or something. Why would I care? Why would I care if somebody blocked me? Why would I care? But anyway.
You can't just, yeah, but anyway on that. Some people, it's really important to do that little commenting thing. So you got to appreciate that they get all because they can't make their comments anymore.
Yeah, well, look, the point is, though, if you say shit on some other video where you completely, he was complaining about the argument technique of actually playing somebody's video. And it's just a complete distraction. You want to argue that, then make a separate video about it and change the subject. But don't argue about how I debate with somebody in the middle of a debate. I mean, it's just a stupid distraction. And so I blocked them for it because, fuck it. There's got to be, I got to express my dissatisfaction with his behavior in some way, and that's the only way I'm providing.
Well, you could just maybe play his video and throw a tomato at the computer or something. You could do something else, maybe.
All right, whatever. There might be other things I could do, but I'm just saying it just seemed like a, who cares kind of thing. So what? It's symbolic. It doesn't mean much. So why worry about it? But anyway, moving on. California, who I think we're going to call Smiley now, just because, she's got that smile.
Yeah, but you really can't stand what comes out of her mouth. I mean, when she starts talking, it all goes bad. It all goes wrong.
Yeah, it is kind of disappointing. I mean, she has this thing where it's, she's like, she'll dissect, deconstruct all argumentation, but it all deconstructs into nothing because her counter argument to what she's deconstructing is completely incomprehensible.
Yeah, it's just one of those like ambiguous, retard gods. Well, life couldn't just be, and it couldn't just mean nothing, and it couldn't just be chemistry. But what made it? Well, who knows? We'll just say it's something. There's something. The great and powerful something.
Yeah, I mean, when you can't even describe the God you profess to exist, that's really, can't go anywhere with that shit. So anyway, but she has a nice smile, so we'll just leave it at that. Let's see, what else? Finally got to pretty decent economics discussion really towards the end of the night with Lefty, and that was nice. But I was getting really tired.
Yeah, well, you're always, you know, you're just, you've got no endurance anymore. You're just kind of wimping out.
Well, whatever. That's just, it's a statement. I mean, you know, I put up with this shit every week, and it's a little redundant and tiring. I mean, I'm entitled to get a little sick of it. But anyway, you know, and Paul's ego was in there. He did some impersonations of silly English people. And that was pretty funny. You know, but yeah, Paul's surprisingly, he's quite an agreeable person with my, you know, I like what he says sometimes.
Yeah, because he's, you know, basically saying, yeah, life, human beings are stupid fucks, and so you really like that part.
Yeah, it works for my argument. But anyway, Paul's just a kind of a nice guy. It's hard for him to offend anybody. Seriously. But anyway, what else is on the list?
I don't know. I can't. I'm over here. I can't read the list.
Yeah, no, there's not much else. I mean, nothing jumps out at me. Nuclear Knight wasn't in the room, and Obama Flipper guy, I mean, Jama Flipper. I didn't see him, and, you know, not too many women's, blah, blah, blah. They showed up late. So I guess we'll just get to the stuff. You know, the regular stuff. Sort of regular, anyway.
That was really pretty poor segue, but anyway, yeah, tell them about Karina's video.
Yeah, well, she just got a video up. We'll post a link on the little useless website, doing the Sharika thing, you know, whatever her name is. Man.
Well, you know, you can't even get people's names right. You really ought to prepare better. I mean, that's just really sloppy.
Your snide remarks are of no fucking value, okay? I mean, forget that shit. Just save it. But anyway, yeah, you know, did a little dance and such, and it was nice. Except the music was a bit weird. You know, it had like horses and laughing in the background and stuff. I don't know. It's just, you know, a little distracting. But the whole thing was distracting. There's something to your brain one way or the other. So, well, yeah, there's that. And so we'll go down the list here. Jama Flipper guy did do a video where he showed the old channels and such, and, you know, just a video of just lamenting the transition to the new tube, the new shittier tube. So, you know, that's okay. Anti-bullshit man, he did a little, you know, sort of getting into this thing with about, you know, between the Highlander and Jedi Master Boo Boo and such. And, you know, it's probably something we're going to have to talk through a little bit, because it is a little bit weird. You know, people are very tolerant or very diverse. I mean, it's almost like eating dinner with slave owners or something. To some point, you say to yourself, "Well, why am I associating with people that have stuff, you know, such values that are so counter to my own?"
Yeah, but you'd have to do that all the time. That's just life, you know. You got to deal with people, and they have their own shit, and you got to deal with their shit.
Oh man, I don't, you know, why does he think he's so fucking smart? But anyway, moving on. So yeah, the Highlander guy did a video, and he sort of explained that he's kind of maybe a theist guy or something. I don't know, some kind of crap like that. And that's, you know, whatever. You know, it's kind of spooky. You know.
Yeah, it just doesn't. I just don't get the whole idea of the ambiguous God. I mean, the crazy, you know, Christian fanatic is, you know, scary. But I find it really disturbing that people just accept that, well, okay, that fairy tale's wrong, but I accept the notion of fairy tales. You know, this might be a fairy tale that's worth reading.
Yeah, it's just, I don't get it. But whatever, you know, people are people. Nicotine made some kind of video that I didn't watch. Now, it's on this virus stuff and vaccines and such, and so that was good, but I didn't watch it, so, but that's my bad. The dentist guy made a video, and that was good. Talking about the balloon kid or something, just how the news, you know, is just a whore for bullshit. And so it was just good he made a video. Dentist guy's a smart guy. So moving on, yeah, Wrecking Ball guy, I don't think he made a video. He thinks I trashed him somewhere, and I didn't. I never trashed him. He's a very smart little guy. I say little guy because in the videos you just look little. You look like a little English, like one of them little English characters. They're like in the movies where they're like little. I don't know why, but that's just what you look like. But anyway, it's neither here nor there.
I don't know. What the hell was that? I haven't had an interruption in a while, so I'm just interrupting for the hell of it. Because you're going to have to do the editing, you know, you'll have to do this. That'll be more work for you, and that's what I like to make work for you, because you kind of deserve to be poked at a little, because you're just kind of an obnoxious person.
Whatever. What? Oh, God, I don't know why I put up with you. I don't even pay your half of the rent. Anyway, Pyro made some sort of crap about semantics and whatever, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I just can't listen to it anymore. All this talk about talking, it's just pointless. Matt